Right now, users treat generative AI like a slot machine. You type a single prompt, pull the lever, and hope for a beautiful, disconnected output. That isolated approach fails entirely in actual filmmaking. Cinema relies on strict visual continuity and assets that seamlessly connect from frame to frame. One striking image does not make a movie. There is a massive gap between generating a standalone concept image and actually executing a multi-step production pipeline. Mastering AI in film is not about writing the perfect prompt. It requires connecting a series of specific prompts into a rigid industrial system. Basic prompting is a lot like learning the standard 3-act structure. It is absolutely foundational, but it is insufficient for a working professional. To graduate to the intermediate tier of digital production, you have to move past isolated prompts and build a connected, multi-tool workflow. This graphic illustrates the assembly cut. Contrast the raw footage overload with the structured timeline. This is the blueprint for our AI workflow. As seen in the bottom right, this structural assembly must be locked in before any creative polish. Just as a traditional film requires an assembly cut to organize its narrative beats, an AI filmmaker requires a rigid, connected pipeline to organize their generated outputs. Interconnected AI systems are highly effective when applied to the most grueling phase of traditional filmmaking, the tedious bottleneck of pre-production. The first sequence of this pipeline involves feeding your finalized script into an AI planning tool, typically an LLM. An LLM, or large language model, is an artificial intelligence designed to process and generate human text. This tool automatically extracts a comprehensive, structured shot list from your script. The output data from that shot list is immediately repurposed. It becomes the direct input for an image generator to create your sequential storyboards. This image shows 3 distinct panels illustrating wide-angle, standard/normal, and telephoto perspectives. To ensure your generated storyboards are practically shootable on set, your AI prompts must incorporate specific traditional cinematography terminology like these optical parameters. The primary challenge here is maintaining character and style consistency across dozens of generated frames. We solve this by utilizing reference seeds and negative prompting. A reference seed is a specific numerical code that forces the AI to start generating from the exact same starting point, while a negative prompt explicitly tells the algorithm what elements to exclude from the image. Linking these specific tools together completely eliminates the pre-production bottleneck, drastically accelerating the timeline from a finished script to a hot set. Next comes refining, the necessary operational step where your raw AI outputs are curated, corrected, and adjusted to meet professional quality standards. This diagram shows the VFX pipeline flowchart in panel 3. Traditional visual effects rely on moving assets through multiple distinct stages of lighting, animation, and compositing. We apply that exact same logic to refining AI generations. The modern AI filmmaker utilizes secondary software tools, specifically to upscale resolution, color match disparate images, and erase visual artifacts from the initial generations. Finally, the different modalities, audio generation, video generation, and text generation, are ultimately layered together in your traditional nonlinear editing timeline. True mastery of artificial intelligence in film is found exclusively in this refinement phase. This specific workflow separates amateur novelty from highly controlled, bespoke cinematic assets. This logic extends beyond traditional film preparation. It applies directly to the modern necessity of high-volume social content pipelines. The exact same multi-tool architecture used for film pre-production can be adapted for batch content creation. Map out a continuous, automated data flow. First, an LLM generates a month's worth of hooks. Feed those into a scripting API, allowing software to communicate directly, which auto-populates a voiceover generator. At this final stage, you achieve an exponential multiplication of usable assets. This rapid, automated scale replaces the slow, manual process of traditional content marketing and social posting. Constructing these scalable digital pipelines transforms a single independent filmmaker into a full-scale content studio. The ultimate mindset shift required for the intermediate tier is moving from a creator who manually types prompts to an operator who manages autonomous systems. Once your baseline creative workflow is automated and rendered repeatable, your cognitive load is freed up. You can focus entirely on high-level strategy and storytelling. This rigid, systems-based approach guarantees output consistency, turning AI from an unpredictable toy into a reliable production partner. Join the intermediate tier today to abandon isolated prompts and begin architecting a professional, scalable, and repeatable creative system.